48 years ago, Nestor Q. Mata came into this world just almost a year after the declaration of martial law in the Philippines. Through this era, discipline was being introduced throughout the country, which he upheld until now. He grew up as the sixth child among the seven children of a fisherman and a housewife. Growing up, a malnourished child with a suspicious poliovirus disease, causing him not able to walk until the age of almost 7 years old. He was bullied by his classmates, neighbors, and friends due to his physical disability and his sickly mother. At the age of 8, he was taught to be responsible for all the activities at home. After the death of his mother at the age of 10, he was very worried about his future dream of becoming an engineer because his mother was always motivating him on how to become a good and responsible person to his siblings, particularly to his younger brother. In the hardship of living raised by his father, he learned how to sell fish, be a houseboy helper, a woodsman, and a porter. Growing up with the influence of any form of gambling and even trading usher from the age of 10 until the age of 16 was also part of his challenge to overcome hunger and even help him graduate from high school. He graduated with no shoes, with all given uniforms by neighbors, and was able to be in the top 20 of the batch 1990 in Bantayan Southern Institute. He became a government scholar on his way to college at the University of San Jose Recoletos. His father sent him to his cousin in Pasay, Cebu City to orient him staying in the condition that he would work in return for his food and home. During his 15 school days, he was caught by the university security guard wearing a slipper inside the campus but insisted instead. He was absent for a week because of having no shoes. His cousin's husband offered him to borrow his red Robertson shoes, but it was undersized to him. He was in college with only white shirts and one black slacks pants. For almost 3 years of wearing white shirts, black pants, and undersized red Robertson shoes still gives him inspiration and is not a hindrance for him. Due to his scholarship allowance, he was able to send his younger brother to high school. Several times, he was caught sleeping during classes in the morning due to the workload he had in Pasay as a fish vendor assistant for almost 2 years, from 1 a.m. to 7 a.m. daily. He almost lost his scholarship because of grade issues. Then he decided to ask for assistance from his older brother to help him have a boarding house. His father sent allowances to him irregularly due to the hardship of living. He helped his classmates of doing their assignments or projects in exchange of foods and even during exams for financial needs. He was also on the dance list for the last 5 semesters of his school days. After he graduated for 5 years of Bachelor of Science in Chemical Engineering with no calculator and books, he worked at Universal Robena Corporation for his review in preparation for the board examination, but it did not prosper due to the sickness of his father and needs his care. However, after the recovery of his father, he proceeded to take a review. Unfortunately, he was unable to continue his review due to financial problems, but he convinced his 5 close classmates that he would lead an in-house review. Surprisingly, he passed the boarding exam. The poor boy with a physical disability during his childhood surpassed his colorful challenges on his way to college and became a very proud and deserving chemical engineer, which is considered the fruit of his sacrifices, patience, and perseverance. Poverty is not a hindrance to success, but rather just a simple part of our journey in life that is to be pondered by anyone to attain happiness. It can make someone stronger to face trials and challenges that can lead to humble beginnings of success.